We go. Hello, people.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, people. Welcome to the last LMC stream for a bit.
Dun dun dun.
Plow on tonight. Have something epic. Something awesome. And I can only do that when joined by an array of epic and awesome and wonderful people. Starting off with Mr. John Turbo Finley.
Yes.
He is here. He is among us. Tremble at his magnificence!
I'm sorry. I'm currently being outstaged by the duck here.
Yes. Then we have the one known as Double Cross. Who for some reason is only talking in quacks so far.
Give her some bread.
And
She wants bread.
She wants bread. and who can stop as soon as she likes, really. There we go. Oh boy. Then we've got, with a very delicate stomach, he has flown all the way back from India to join us once again.
Just especially.
He wasn't going to come back otherwise, you know.
Yeah.
Which was... And that is Mr. Phil Vija Sims. Hello, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. And last but not least, he is here. He is awake.
Yes. It's a miracle, I know.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Woo.
But it's July.
Exactly. Even
Christmas
more of a
in
Christmas
July.
miracle. That's a hell of a miracle, if you ask me. Right. We have Donny. Donny is here.
Yay. Hi.
So, we had to do one thing. One thing and one thing alone. I looked at the array of games, and you know what? There was only one thing that we could possibly do. They say that life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Unfortunately, we're not in Duckburg. And all these guys thought we were going to have DuckTales. I'm terribly sorry, we're not. No, so basically, all of Cat's quacking is completely out of. is even more out of line. Anyway, seriously, Cat, shut up with the quacking, please.
I'm trying to think of other games that are duck related
Never
now.
take me alive!
Quack shop.
Yep. Yes.
But we're not playing that.
No.
Okay,
No,
stop now.
we're not. We're playing the Stanley Parable.
Oh!
Why not?
Because you know that's related to quacks.
Because you have to be quacking mad?
You have to be summoned. Right. So we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable, which I very helpfully had on mute, basically, because of the sound. There we go. So now everyone can actually hear. Right. Right. So we're going to play the Stanley Parable. It says so. It says at the top, you are playing the Stanley Parable. It's a parable of Stanley. The story of Stanley, also known as a parable, aka a story of Stanley. So, we're going to move about, and I don't know if you've seen the Stanley Parable before, but as you move about through this office world, the narrator of the game will basically, he'll narrate, which is kind of what he's there for, but he'll specifically start leading you into places. Now, heaven help me, we're going to see, because they've got such a great history of these games, but I'm going to let these guys give suggestions of what we do.
Well, I'm going to say nothing because I've played the game, so...
John, you are like poker. You are my ace in the hole. in the event that we're going fucking nowhere, John, please say, please give us a clue.
How about to begin with, we just listen to the narrator?
Yes, to begin with, listen to the narrator, and then we will see what you guys want to do. TA says you're doomed. TA, you have absolute. Hello, by the way. If you've seen any of these ones where it requires these guys to reach a consensus,
Need to reach a consensus?
Wait. We've never had to do that. I thought we had just
said
what we wanted to do, and then we went with the funniest
while we're
one.
also several seconds back from the footage.
I mean,
this is what's great in that there's no real enemy here.
yeah, I was gonna say this is not faster than light, really.
Yeah,
That's
it's not faster than light. I think there was a very shrewd move in me to actually make Admiral Turbo as a tiebreaker.
Well, I am the king of anarchy as well. You know, it's like,
He's the king of anarchy, and I thought you were Anarchy Reigns champion.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So being Max Range champion makes me the king of anarchy. There you go.
Right.
Not the king of kings, but the king of anarchy. Anarchy. You know, this is.
TA blames Torchwood and Stanley. That would be quite scary. The Stanley Parable was actually a story from Torchwood.
It probably is.
Probably is.
It probably is.
This would also mean that the Stanley Parable is in Wales.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Unfortunately, isn't.
Well, one little notification for this game is that this was originally a Gmod game using the source, the source engine.
And then it was remade.
Yeah,
it was
with new.
Fully remade with all the fancies and stuff, and a ridiculous number of added endings.
It just means more replayability.
Indeed.
Yes, and more dialogue and different dialogue.
Okay, we have the narrator has begun, kids.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
That's because we were delayed.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on the desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-making, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Well, my usual connection problems have started happening.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
I think Stanley was waiting for Trinity to say something.
Last minute continue has you. You poor bastard.
Stanley, I'm sorry, man, but you've
had it. Right. TA says Turbo. Surely not democracy. No, Twitch didn't vote for democracy.
Nah.
Sorry. Right. So yes, we are here.
I vote for democracy.
But only Anarchy reigns.
Democracy.
So look, there's a thing.
I see what you did there.
Anyway, Kev, would you mind explaining then?
Okay, so we now have the ability to look around and do things. See that the time is moving. It moves ever onwards. But yes, we are in 427. We are now playing as Stanley. Look, oh, there's an inviting office outside. We could go there and do a thing.
We could do a thing.
I'm assuming E is like do something, but
A hypothetical thing.
E is usually the action button.
E is usually an action button. I hear a tappy noise, so.
For all you know, it's just
Stanley
me.
simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Yeah, cat on the
He had to
keyboard.
make
Yeah.
a decision. What if a
Except
crucial
it's a
outcome
good
fell
job.
under his responsibility? He had never been trained for
Excellent
that.
work, Stanley.
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
We
But the one
can't
thing
go.
he
What
knew
have you
for
fucking
sure,
done?
beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough,
Kevin,
the
what
answers
have you
would
done?
come. Eventually,
The door's
someday,
closed.
They would
Kevin, did you
arrive.
close the door?
Soon, very soon
Didn't
now,
mean to.
this will
It was the
end.
first thing that
He
actually
will be
moved.
spoken to.
You've accessed an
He will
ending.
be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
I'm trying
Isn't
to
it
open the
glorious?
door.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
And there's our first ending.
Yep.
The ending where you never leave the room.